Let's pause it right there. This is the classic question that comes up time and time again in UK public filming scenarios. Why are you recording? Now, legally speaking, this question carries absolutely no authority on its own. In UK law, there is no requirement for a member of the public to justify filming in a public place. As long as the person is standing in a location they're lawfully allowed to be, they're fully entitled to record video, including members of the public and even police officers. That what's important here is understanding the difference between curiosity and legal power. Anyone can ask why you're filming, but unless that question is backed by a specific legal power, such as under terrorism legislation or suspicion of a crime, the person filming is under no obligation to respond. From a procedural standpoint, the cameraman is completely within his rights to continue recording and even ignore the question entirely.
Can I film you? Now why are you wearing a balaclava? Why? Why would you want to hide your identity? It's not. It's YouTube. Handsome guy like you, man. Handsome guy like you. I'm being serious. Like, don't hide your faces, guys. It doesn't look good.
Pause here. This is a subtle but important distinction in UK policing. The difference between a voluntary interaction and a stop that engages legal powers. When someone asks, "Who are you?" in a public setting, that alone does not create any legal obligation to answer. In the UK, you do not have to identify yourself unless you are being lawfully detained, reported for an offense, or subject to specific legislation like a Section 50 under the Police Reform Act. What we're seeing here is what would be classed as a welfare-style interaction. These are typically consensual, meaning the person being spoken to is free to walk away at any time. The key factor is whether the officer, or any individual, communicates that the person is not free to leave. If that threshold is crossed without lawful grounds, it becomes an unlawful detention. The takeaway is simple. Unless legal grounds are clearly established, this remains a voluntary conversation, not an enforceable stop.
Maybe lean against here so you don't fall. Hey, just check it in. Right. I'm just checking in. Maybe sit in the shade as well. Yeah, take care, man. Take care.
Let's stop it there. Now, this is actually a very good example of responsible filming, and it's something often overlooked in auditor-style content. Legally, yes, you can film in public, even in sensitive situations. There is no automatic right to privacy in a public place under UK law. However, that doesn't mean everything should be filmed without consideration. What the cameraman is doing here is exercising discretion. When someone is injured or in a vulnerable state, continuing to film them up close could raise issues under harassment laws or even Article 8 considerations under the Human Rights Act, particularly if the footage is later published. From a professional standpoint, this is exactly what you want to see, balancing legal rights with ethical responsibility. Just because the law allows you to do something doesn't mean it's always appropriate to do it. This is a rare example where the cameraman actually enhances credibility by choosing restraint.
Yes, I just want to keep the man off camera. He's done his wrist, and so yeah, just waiting for an ambulance. Just waiting for an ambulance to come and assist him. Luckily enough, at the moment we've got a